All right, artists, so we have our painting here, and I have my paint, and it's a little off the screen because I don't have much room on my camera angle this way, and then also a cup of water with some paint brush in it, and hopefully you've gathered up those materials as well and you're ready to paint. So next what we're going to do is we're going to paint like Van Gogh. We're going to take our brush and we're going to do those short broken line paint strokes on our paper. So what I'm going to do first is tap off the water off of my paintbrush, but still have it be nice and wet. And I'm going to choose a color to start off with to show you. So I'm going to start by maybe taking this green color here. All right, and I'm going to start making some brush strokes in my sky. And I'm just going to go right over those crayons. All right. Now, I'm sorry that my paint cannot be in the picture, but I just want you to know that it is there, and of course I am using it. Okay, so you can see that I'm getting those short little brush strokes in. And what's nice about using the crayons is that those crayons don't mix with water. And so you'll be able to see them through your paint when you're all done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wash off my brush, and I'm going to choose a different color here. So this time I think I'm going to choose some blue. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing where I'm making these broken lines so it looks like there is some movement in my outer space. All right, and over here, not worried about details, but just in filling in the space. All right, so now I'm going to wash off my brush and I'm going to go into the sun here. And I got this nice bright orange color that I'm going to put over some of those broken lines from the crayon. Now I'm going to switch colors to a yellow color. I've got to clean up my yellow a little bit. It had another color in it. I accidentally got in it, so in just a minute I'll be back to painting. I want to get this nice yellow. And I'm going to add that yellow too. And the whole time I'm not doing long brush strokes. I'm doing really short ones, but I'm still filling up the paper with my paint, even though I am doing it in a different way. All right, so I've done my sun, and now I'm going to go back to the stars for a little bit. And if I go around the stars, like I did with the crayons, I can get in that space too. There we go. And there, oh, you can see it. In here, and broken lines in there. And now I'm going to go back to some of the yellow to just make those really look like they're glowing. All right, I got some stars up here too that I need to get in there. All right, and I'm going really fast compared to what I usually would do. All right, so next I'm going to go back into my planet, and I think with my planet I'm going to use a little bit of purple, and I'm going to do those broken lines in there, and then some bluish green for inside this part. Still broken lines the whole time. All right, now I think since I've got some purple on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and add some purple into my outer space sky. I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but it is almost like the sky around my picture. All right, and I'm adding some different colors. I know that there would be some black. I think I'm going to end with a little bit of black. I'm going to finish doing my planets here. So I'm going to put some blue in there. maybe some red. And it's okay if your colors mix too. So Van Gogh did a lot of that in his artwork. He wasn't worried about if his paint was dry or not. He'd go ahead and put more paint on it, and so it would mix a little bit. And if you're ever to look up close to a Van Gogh, you'll see that indeed he actually mixed his colors right on his canvas, which is kind of cool. All right, so I've got most of mine done, but now I think I'm going to go back and add just into the outer space sky a little bit of black. And while I'm doing this, a few things I want to remind you about painting. We wash off our paintbrush when we change colors. That keeps our paint nice so that when we want to use a color, we have it. Also, you might want to push up your sleeves to your elbows when you're painting so you don't drag it through your artwork. That might be a good idea too. Taking good care of your paintbrush, not giving it a bad hair day. Those are all things that I remind you about at school, and I don't want to forget to remind you about them now. All right, well, I think my outer space picture is turning out quite lovely. All right, and you can see that it's all finished with those broken lines. I can't wait to see what your picture is of and how you use those broken lines. You can go on to the next slide when you're done painting and take a picture of your artwork. Bye.